Jalo Mogaetsu, there's something that we're going to deal with as we speak now. The cryptocurrency industry is taking off, and more people are getting into the space. As a result of the miseducation about cryptocurrencies, there have been a lot of scams. Coming up with the recent one on BTC Global that saw South Africans investors also losing a lot of money. Cryptocurrency regulations are being set in place worldwide. South African Reserve Bank is currently also testing cryptocurrency regulation and piloting the blockchain Mogaetsu-based product built on cryptocurrency. The findings will be released by the second quarter of 2018. Richard de Sousa, the partner of the Altcoin Mogaetsu Trader, one of the oldest and credible cryptocurrency exchange in the country, join us now on the line. And good evening and welcome to Jozi.
Hi, Collen.
Are you okay?
Thanks very much for allowing me on your show this evening, and I hope I can answer any cryptocurrency questions you might have.
Maybe let's start right away. What is cryptocurrency and how does it work?
Colin, that's a very interesting question. Cryptocurrency is a new financial platform.
Mm-hmm.
It's virtual money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not controlled by any central bank or any government.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of people believe that this is actually going to change the face of the financial future of our planet. We believe that is going to happen. It's just a question of time.
Now, how to avoid scams in cryptocurrency space? Because of everything when it starts, you'll be told no scams, that and that. But 6 months down the line, now it's also scammed.
I think what we've found with all the technology that we are being exposed to these days is that any new technology is susceptible to scams. Examples are when email came out, I'm sure that most of the listeners can identify that they've probably got an email from the Prince of Nigeria with $50 million and he's working on some type of scam to get that out. We get SMS scams where you've won a car or you've won money, and the would-be scammers are just using the technology to bring the scam forward. So unfortunately, Bitcoin is no different, or cryptocurrencies. There's many opportunities, and with many opportunities come many scams. I would say the best way to avoid scams is, at this stage, to use common sense. With reference to BTC Global, it was a very well orchestrated scam. Unfortunately, Bitcoin was only used as the medium. Bitcoin wasn't the scam, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but one could then say, alluding from the fact that people must use common sense in today's world with socio-economic factors, with so many problems happening around us. Using common sense may not be as common as you say it or as it looks.
No, absolutely, and that's why I say it was a very carefully orchestrated scam. So it was a difficult one to see, but when I go back to the common sense area, our banking system is offering maybe 6% per annum on investments. BTC Global came out, and if you turn it back, it was 2.5% per day. So if you work that on per annum, it's over 750% per day. So we go back to the old adage that if something is too good to be true, it probably is. And that was one of the main warnings. No one can expect to earn 750% plus per annum.
Now, let's talk about it further. How is South Africa testing cryptocurrency? Well,
Colin, it's an interesting question. We have found an amazing uptake. There are so many people that are very excited about this technology and are buying into cryptocurrencies. And a lot of the people are true believers. They believe that this is a technology that is going to do to the face of finance what the internet did to the face of communications back in the late 90s. So people love it. People are coming on board. Unfortunately, there's obviously a lot of scams, and it's difficult waters to navigate right now.
Now, how can an ordinary person like me, as a citizen, be part of this cryptocurrency evolution?
Well, Collen, and there's companies like ourselves, Altcoin Trader. We do not promise investments. We not promise massive returns. What we say is that we will assist people to exchange their rands for cryptocurrencies if they wanted to do so. I believe that this technology is here to stay. It's certainly not a fad. It's not a phase. It is here to change things as we know them. This change will take longer than we think, but there are reputable exchanges in South Africa, like ourselves, where you can go, you can sign up. It's a very simple process. A lot of people think that it's very technical, but it's a very simple process. You simply sign on and you can buy cryptocurrencies. You can start with, there's no minimum to entry. We've got clients that are spending 100 Rand a month, just getting involved and just owning, and more importantly, understanding what Bitcoin is, understanding what cryptocurrency is, and the education and obviously the financial benefits that they get there is really moving them forward.
Now, this phrase, too good to be true, is it the sentiment that was shared by the South African Reserve Bank, who are currently testing the cryptocurrency regulation and piloting their own blockchain-based product built on cryptocurrency?
Well, we are currently in meetings with the Reserve Bank. We are meeting with them, and we are discussing a way to protect consumers. The Reserve Bank, and I'd like to take my hat off to them, are taking a very active and a very positive role in this space, because I think they have also identified that this is something that's not going to change, and it is here to stay. They're obviously also very worried about protecting consumers and protecting the citizens of South Africa. And once again, it all points back to use reputable companies, use exchanges that are well known and are respected in the industry. And that is the best way to protect yourself. When you get something that's too good to be true, non-registered companies, guys that are operating without bank accounts, and as I've said, scams are all over the place. You need to be aware of that and not invest with those companies that promise massive returns. That's the first sign of a con, is when they promise you massive returns that are too good to be true.
From my point, Mr. de Sousa, I'm just going to ask a question. Your partnership at Altcoin Traders, how big is that according to assets and monetary value?
Sorry, if you could just repeat the question.
Your partnership at Altcoin Traders, one of the oldest and credible cryptocurrency exchange in the country. How big is the partnership according to assets and monetary value?
Well, it's a really, the business has grown dramatically. So right now, we are holding funds, I'm talking about rands and cryptocurrencies for our customers, of just a little bit over 500 million rand.
Yeah. Any closing remark?
Well, we believe that this technology is here to stay. It is early days. There is massive opportunities. I would like to close by saying to people, I think it's imperative that everyone gets involved. We're not talking about investing a lot of money. We're talking more about education and finding out what's going on in that space.
Beautiful.
Sign up with an exchange, even if you, spend 100 Rand, to get involved in this space and just to brace yourself for what is coming in the future and be on the forefront, so that you're not caught, in future, not understanding what's going on.
So to the listeners out there, is there any connection number, or maybe they can go on the website and check for themselves?
Look, certainly our website is the best way to get involved, and that is www.altcointrader.co.za. It takes about 30 seconds to sign up, and it's a very simple process to use. So for the listeners that are worried that they're not technically inclined, we have made it as simple as possible for them to get involved. On the website is all our contact details. You can certainly call our call center during office hours, and one of our consultants is always happy to assist our clients to get them going and get them into the crypto space.
Richard, thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you very much for allowing that, Colin.